Hey guys, it's Gardener Cho and I'm back with another video. So I guess this is basically episode 2 of this series. In the last episode, if you didn't watch that video, you need to go and watch that video because it was pretty hilarious. My good Judy, Evelyn, and I kind of surveyed the garden that I'm taking care of for a couple friends, and we got into a little bit of trouble. We went shopping. It was a fun time. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch that video. Spoiler alert: these are the gloves I got. Look at them. I love them. And this is the hat I got with this cute little, um, I guess, little visor thing for sun protection. I don't know. I love it though. So, day two, not day two, episode 2 of the series. Um, we're going to be doing a little bit of weeding today. And before I get into the weeding, I want to share a little bit of a story about some tea that I got. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, this is my plot of land that I'm taking care of for my friends, acquaintances. And it's so funny because when I was at the garden the other day doing what I do, I happened to run into another friend of mine who owns this plot. Really, really cool plot. But anyway, she was telling me how she knows the people that own my plot. And her name is Kathy. I'll just say her name. Her name is Kathy. Love Kathy, love Kathy, love Kathy. And then she told me that also her sister, who's also a friend of mine, owns the plot right next to mine. And her name is Pat. We love Pat. So Pat and Kathy, they're sisters, and they are veterans of the garden game. If you can, obviously, you can tell that they know what they're doing and they put a lot of effort and work into their gardens. Um, just freaking incredible. And so Kathy told me that I am welcome to use anything of theirs. They can help me, any tools that I need. They're welcome. I'm welcome to use their tools. So they're just super lovely. And eventually, you guys will meet them, hopefully, during this vlog series. I hope that you guys can meet them because they're really lovely people. Um, and they gave me a little bit of background on the people who own my plot. Because, granted, I don't know them very well. They've been lovely, but I don't know them very well. And they told me that this plot was owned by a gentleman who passed away recently. I think he was like 92 years old or, kind of up in age. And that he was so lovely. Everyone loved him here at the garden community. And so they're happy to see that it's being taken care of. Now, that being said, there's still a lot more work that can be done to this plot. And they told me, this is where the drama comes in. I thought that the plot that I was taking care of just I thought it was just this rectangle right here. You can kind of see the demarcation right there. But they told me no. This is also part of my plot. Let that sink in for a minute. Yeah, a mess. And so you can see how overgrown the weeds are right here, to the point where Pat had to create a trench. She had to create a trench in order to keep the invasive weeds from coming onto her pristine, gorgeous property. Okay, so I think my job just got a little bit more difficult in terms of weeding. Now, Pat has texted me and she is going to help me to kind of like manage this a little bit. She's giving me some bricks. She told me to at least put cardboard over that with bricks on top of it, and that will at least stop the growth or hinder the growth a little bit. So we'll see. But today we are just going to focus on the main part of the garden, which has all the vegetation, and kind of do a little bit of weeding little by little. Okay, so this is really my first time weeding. Um, I've got these two tools right here, and I'm just going to start taking stuff out, I guess. Can't be that hard, right? Um, I didn't know how this series was gonna go. Oh, this is not hard. This is not that hard, guys. They're coming, a lot of the weeds are coming right up with the weeds. I mean, with the roots because of how wet it is. See? So I'm just removing the weeds, and then I do have some straw over here that I can use. And eventually I'm going to put the straw all throughout this garden. But I want to get a really good clear section first before I do the straw. But yeah, this is not as bad as I originally was thinking. The problem is just the sheer amount. That's the only issue. But it does come out just like that. Hello. Okay, so I have a little bit of a problem. I don't know if this is a weed or not. I don't know if that's a weed or not. So I'm just not going to pull that. Because imagine me like pulling up actual flowers. That would be a nightmare. That would not be good. I'd probably get fired for that, right? So we're gonna leave this one here just because we are not sure. And I mean, it's gonna stick out and be obvious. So maybe I'll have to look back at my old pictures and kind of see if that was originally here before. I don't know, but I don't want to take out a plant that is supposed to be here. You know what I mean? So, and what's this? Jalapeno pepper? This might be a jalapeno pepper. So yeah, I'm not gonna take that out. And when you can't get to something, you can kind of just loosen the dirt and get to it that way. But so far, I think I'm getting the hang of it, y'all. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Like, I'll show you what I've done so far. You can really see where I've gotten the weeds in this area compared to like this. You know what I mean? So that's pretty nice. In fact, I think what I'll do is I might get this middle area right now so that I can have space in the middle of the garden to get everything else. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Put that there. I'm also trying, the other big issue when you've let the weeds get this bad is that, again, it's hard to kind of tell what's a weed and what's not a weed. So, And you know me, I'm not the most dainty person ever. Like, I'm clumsy. So I'm liable to really step on plants that we're trying to grow. So we don't want to let the garden get this bad again. But it is what it is. So, and another pro tip for those watching is you want to always make sure that you do the majority of your weeding after a day of rain, because that's going to loosen the soil up and it will allow the roots to come out and the weeds to come out a lot easier. If it's dry and compacted in the ground, then it's going to be really difficult to get everything out of the ground. So make sure that you do a lot of watering the night before. If you don't have any like rain in the forecast, make sure that you water the garden really well the day before and then the day after. Then you can kind of go in and do your weeding. I promise you, it's going to be a lot easier that way. Now, of course, you don't want you don't want it to be muddy, obviously, but you do want it to be moist. Okay, so I feel like we're making good progress. It's only been like 15, 20 minutes, and I feel like I've got a good rhythm going here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it all today. Oh my God. Okay, the only thing is I need to wear a long sleeve shirt next time because I'm not a fan of bugs touching my body at all. Like, under no circumstance should a bug ever touch my body. And these ants look a little weird. I don't think they're fire ants, but they're not normal ants either. These ants look like they probably bite. And that's not the vibe. Like, we're not about that life. Who is coughing? There's this guy that's been coughing over there for like a solid 15 minutes. I don't know if he smoked too much weed or not, but like, we're at a children's park across the street here. So like, let's get it together, guys. Look at the progress I've made so far. From over where I started near where the bucket is, and I'm kind of working my way down and through the middle here. Still a long ways to go, but I feel like I've gotten a really good start. Okay, guys, here is what the garden is looking like today. Like I said a bit ago, I really want to do another quick little weeding situation before I add the straw. And here's the straw that I'm going to add. Easy straw, seeding mulch with tack. I don't know what that even means, but all I do know is that it should be weed free, 99%. So I'm going to go over this again, do a little bit of weeding. Oh my God, guys. So I was weeding the other day, and remember how I planted, or really Evelyn planted these plants? I think I may have destroyed one or two of them. I thought they were weeds, and I just went to town. I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. The garden's looking pretty good otherwise, though. I'm pretty sure the green onion can probably be picked by now. These tomatoes over here, they're looking pretty good. Are those tomatoes? I don't know if those are even tomatoes. What are these? Let me know in the comment section if you know what these are, because I don't know what they are. But yeah, I'm gonna get to work on doing some casual weeding, and then I'm gonna place the straw down. And then the next big project is going to be taking care of all of this, because this is a mess. It's a mess, and I have neighbors right next door. Pat, love Pat to death. I have neighbors that are concerned about my part of the garden getting and infecting her part of the garden. So this is something that I do want to manage pretty quickly. So let's get to work. Okay, I'm pretty sweaty at this point. And I'm a little bit late too. So let's see, do I want to put the straw out now or do I want to do it tomorrow? I think I'm just gonna go a little bit above and beyond to do some more weeding, because I don't want to start putting straw down and then run out of time and then it's halfway done. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hate that. I hate that whole, oh my God, I'm gonna do this, but then I'm not gonna finish it. It's gonna be halfway done. No, we're not doing that. So I might just do a little bit more weeding, because there's always weeding to do. And then I will just call it a day. Look at how thick this is. I feel like there's probably, at this point, there's animals in here. Like, that's how thick this is. Animals are like living in here, which is pretty crazy. Um, but, you know, what can you do? I was really not even tasked with taking care of this part of the plot. They really just said do the weeding among the flowers and the vegetation. But knowing the owner of the garden next door to us, I feel a little bit compelled to really take charge of this area. Oh my God, wait a minute. Are these tomatoes? Oh my God, these are tomatoes. I don't know how they're surviving among all these weeds. I think, oh my God, what I just discovered, I think that they put the stake there to show that there's something living here so that they don't tear it up. Because over here, I see the same thing. And this may be, yeah, these are tomatoes. Okay, so there is some rhyme or reason to the plot over here. But okay, I'm glad I just noticed that, because I was just gonna come through here with some type of mower and mow everything effing down. But I won't do that. Will not do that. So now we know. Now we know. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, it's time to water. It's time to water. Let's do it. Isn't it a pretty garden out here, guys? Like, what a pretty, gorgeous community. Look at these sunflowers. Like, OMG. Just look at how beautiful these gardens are. Oh my God. Well, my garden could be worse. Yeah, it could be worse. I don't know what the heck is happening right here? Yeah, I don't know what's going on over here. See, I've never come down this way. Now I'm being a busybody. But yeah, it could be. Oh my God, wait, look at this. See, now I'm being a busybody. Now I'm being a busybody and looking at other people's plots to see what y'all got going on. And baby, I know you're not talking about my plot. I know you're not talking about my plot being in need of desperate care. I know y'all could never be talking about my plot when this plot exists. Are you kidding me? Yeah, y'all better not say shit about my plot when this plot is right down the street from mine. Now these plants are pretty. Look at these. Very, very pretty. Yeah, so, okay. I feel a lot less bad about my plot and the work that it needs when I look at some of the others. But then there's other plots that are like just magnificent. I mean, look at this. Okay, so anyway, back to watering my plot. After being nosy, we've got our own plot to take care of. So let's do it. I feel really proud of myself. I don't know what I thought weeding would be like, but it's actually very relaxing. Anyone else feel that way about weeding? If you've weeded before, it's a little relaxing. I don't have many moments in life where I just sit and do nothing. Like, I don't have a lot of things that I do that are very monotonous. And I will tell you, weeding this morning has been a very, very peaceful thing for me. So, I don't know. I'm kind of digging it. That's what it looks like right there. We still have a lot to be said about this weeding situation, but we will maybe tackle that in the next episode of the series. I don't know, that may be 2 or 3 episodes from now. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this peaceful little video, and I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye.